Is it a good thing if you're a Packers fan that it's been quiet?
It's probably a good thing, yes. So many things were fired right on draft day, and then, of course, you had all the reverberations after that and little nuggets coming out. And now I think it's just down to time. I think time is the one element that could make this thing go away. It's possible. I still don't believe that it's going to end well, but with time, people start to think differently and view things differently, and suddenly you get closer to actual season starting and training camp, and then maybe things flip a little bit. So that's really what it's going to come down to, in my opinion.
Okay, why don't you think it'll work out for Rodgers and the Packers?
Well, one, I just think that with Aaron Rodgers, when there's an issue and he holds a grudge, it's a grudge forever. It's not something that he gets over very easily. This could be a little bit different in that maybe he just wanted to make his point, and that there's some things that they could do. You're starting to see signs that maybe he does want to come back. I mean, you're seeing his surrogates start to say, well, it's not as bad as you think it is. And everything you hear from either sources or people who've played with him or anything like that, in my opinion, it's coming from him. So maybe there is a chance for reconciliation.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sort through fact and fiction here, Tom, and I know that you have to do this too because there's so much that's been reported. Nobody says, yeah, that's absolutely true. No, that's absolutely false, because Aaron hasn't said anything. And it's tough to navigate this, but I'm curious of the national view as opposed to the local view of this. Are they different?
Yeah, I think from a local standpoint, now, if we're talking about the view of what this whole thing is about, yes, I think it's different. If we're talking about the viewpoint of how this will end up, I'm not sure that, the local people here also feel like this is not going to end well and that he's going to probably wind up somewhere else. But from the standpoint of what this is all about, we deal with Aaron on a regular basis and know a lot about him, and also know a lot about the Packers and Brian Gutekunst and what they've done to, build around Rodgers. And, there's a sentiment all through the national media that he's not had anybody to play with through most of his career. Yeah. And of us locally know about Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson and Jermichael Finley and Randall Cobb and Devontae Adams, and I'm forgetting a bunch of people in a really good offensive line. So I think there is some difference, yeah.